Hello everyone. I'd like to welcome everyone to our annual Sports Awards ceremony. My name is Greg Zanevitz. I'm the proud Director of Athletics here at Lawrence High School. On behalf of the Lawrence Athletic Department, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank our student athletes, coaches, parents, and Lawrence Cardinal fans for all your efforts, dedication, and support this school year. There were certainly a number of challenges and obstacles along the way, but the credit goes to all of you for working together as we safely navigated through our athletic seasons. Today we will recognize our senior athletes, our girls tennis team that were Central West Region B champions, and those athletes that broke school records during the athletic competition this year. In addition, close to $6,000 in scholarship money will be awarded throughout the course of this ceremony. We want to thank all those that were so kind to contribute to the various scholarships and awards that will be given out tonight. We truly do appreciate your generosity and kindness. Before we can go any further, we need to thank our Athletic Booster Club, specifically co-presidents Deline Jodwin and Kim McGuire, Treasurer Carrie Williver, and Secretary Lisa Nevius. We all appreciate your behind-the-scenes efforts throughout the course of the school year and for supporting Lawrence Athletics. And a huge thank you to Diana Brackett, our Athletic Department Secretary, the backbone of our department. Diana deserves a lot of credit as well for all the behind-the-scenes work she does on a daily basis, supporting our athletes, coaches, and the community. So thank you, Diana. To the senior athletes, this certainly was a challenging school year for all of you. However, we're all grateful that you were able to compete on the playing fields this year, even though it certainly was far from normal. Please be proud of what you have accomplished these last 4 years as an athlete at Lawrence High School. Hold your heads high and remember all the joys and relationships and memories you have made while being a Lawrence Cardinal. For the underclassmen who have more time at LHS, I urge you to remember why you play. Play for yourself. Play for your teammates. Play for that little boy or girl who fell in love with the game. And make sure to cherish every season, every game, and every practice. In a time where the demands put on a coach continue to grow, saying the words thank you to our coaching staff just doesn't seem like enough. We are fortunate to have some of the best coaches in the area, and they deserve a lot of credit for all that they do for our student athletes. It truly is an honor to work with our coaches on a daily basis. So thank you, coaches, for all your efforts and all that you do for our student athletes at Lawrence High School. Our first scholarship will be the Rick Salmastrelli I Will Wait For You Scholarship. Rick was the ultimate fan of all Cardinal sports. He became deeply involved with the Lawrence basketball teams as the voice of the Nest starting in the early 1970s. He carried his love of sports over to his love for the players, their dedication, and the effort they put out on the field, track, and court at every game. Like every player, Rick brought his A game to every sporting event that he attended. He touched everyone that he encountered, which made him such a valuable asset in this community. I'm proud to present this year's Rick Salmastrelli I Will Wait For You Scholarship recipient to Sean Hone. Congratulations, Sean. Presenting the LHS Athletic Hall of Fame Awards is our varsity field hockey coach, Megan Errico.
The Athletic Hall of Fame Award is presented to 2 seniors for their athletic accomplishments, community service, and leadership qualities. The first award goes to Kirsten Johnson. It is my pleasure to present this to her. This is a special award for me because I have been Kirsten's field hockey coach for the past 4 years. She is truly a pleasure to coach, as she is the most positive person I know. Not only is she an important part of the field hockey team, but she is an extremely vital part to the dive team. Kirsten is an incredible diver and will be attending Denison University next year. She has been a county champion and has been awarded first team accolades in the sport. Kirsten holds a strong 4.2 GPA and is currently taking 3 AP courses along with many honors level courses. My favorite thing about Kirsten is not that she is an incredible athlete, but that she is an incredible teammate. She is who I would want next to me on the sidelines. At times, she might not be on the field, but that doesn't matter because she will be on the sideline with her red pom-pom cheering on her teammates. She is supportive and respects her teammates and peers. She is self-reflective and determined to always do her best. Kirsten will be beyond successful in her future, and we cannot wait to see what she does. The LHS community is lucky to have had Kirsten, who is an incredible person, student, and athlete. Congratulations, Kirsten Johnson. The next recipient is Molly Lutoff. It is an honor to present Molly with one of the Athletic Hall of Fame scholarships. Any teacher or coach who has taught Molly over the years would agree she truly is a pleasure to have in class or as a part of the athletic program. She is a positive contributor no matter the environment. Molly holds an impressive 4.4 GPA and is taking 4 AP courses along with a college-level English course. What's most impressive, though, is her ability to lead within her community. Every team Molly is a part of respects her and wants her to do well. She was named captain this year. She values and exemplifies the character traits of patience, accountability, and responsibility in these leadership roles. She also volunteers her time as a camp counselor, coach, and tutor as a member of NHS. Any student or athlete that can learn from Molly as a mentor will benefit. Molly plans on attending the University of Connecticut in the fall. We can't wait to hear about all of her future success. LHS considers ourselves lucky to have had such an incredible student athlete in person as a part of our community. Congratulations, Molly.
Congratulations, Kirsten and Molly. The Alex Marion Lawrence Lacrosse Club Youth Leadership Award will be presented by the president of the association, Coach Jeff Puar.
Hey, good evening, everyone. I'm here to present the Lawrence Lacrosse Scholarship. This year, it's in memory of Alex Marion. As you know, he passed away last year. Alex had played in the Lawrence Lacrosse Club, played in high school, and more importantly, he had given back to the community by coaching the kids in our club as well. So the Alex Marion Scholarship Award goes to lacrosse players who play in high school that have also played throughout our club team, but more importantly, have also given back to the community through helping us coach our younger players as well. So this year, I'm very happy to award the Alex Marion Lawrence Lacrosse Scholarship Award to 3 gentlemen who did just that. It will go to this year Emmett Barria, Justin Knabb, and Dylan Morris. So I'd like to say congratulations to you, lacrosse players. Thank you very much for your help and your dedication, and good luck to you going forward in college. Thank you.
Congratulations, Emmett, Justin, and Dylan. Well deserved, you 3. The Lawrence Hamnet Soccer Association President Coach Rico Scardelletti will now present the association's scholarships.
Hi everyone, so glad to be with you to celebrate Lawrence High Athletics and present the Lawrence Hamnet Soccer Scholarships to 4 deserving seniors. Hopefully we'll be back in person next year. My name is Rico Scardelletti. I'm president of the Lawrence Hamnet Soccer Association, and as always, this is a highlight for me to be able to recognize graduating seniors for their accomplishments in soccer. As a proud Lawrence High alumni, I always look back very fondly at what a special place Lawrence High was for me and how much fun and success we had on the field, on the soccer field. I am also a proud product of the Lawrence Hamnet Soccer Association, which is one of the oldest soccer associations in the state, having been established in 1957, and has always provided a great learning environment for thousands of players over the years. The spirit of our awards are in honor of Mooch Meyernick. In the history of Lawrence athletics, no one has achieved the status that Glenn Mooch Meyernick rose to. While at Lawrence, he won 3 state championships, and from there went on to Hartwood College, where he was their team captain in his senior year and took the team to a Final Four appearance. In 1976, he was also named the Collegiate Player of the Year. He played professionally with Dallas, Portland, Tampa Bay, and was a member of the U.S. men's national team and U.S. men's Olympic team. After his playing days were over, he coached the Colorado Rapids and was also an assistant coach on the U.S. national team until his untimely death in 2006. Our scholarship award winners all have exhibited the work ethic, the leadership abilities, and passion for soccer throughout their careers that Mooch exhibited when he was here. Not only are they good soccer players, but they all found a way to give back to the game by being junior coaches or referees as well. The first award is the girls' Lawrence Hammett Scholarship, which goes to Brianna Odette. Brianna was a senior captain who Coach Palumbo said was an excellent marking back who always played with intensity and heart, who never stopped working, leaving everything on the field every time she played. Being a defender didn't stop her from scoring 5 goals and 4 assists in her career, and this can be attributed to her great field vision along with her technical abilities. She plays soccer and basketball and is a standout in both. Brianna, who was a 2-time third-team All-CVC Coaches Selection, will be playing soccer at McDaniel next year. The next award is the Glenn Mooch-Meyernick Scholarship Award, which goes to Lauren Edgar, who was also a senior captain, who Coach Palumbo describes as a dynamic forward who is able to use her strength and speed to take players on and get into scoring position. Using her technical and tactical abilities made her an extremely valuable player to her team, and in addition to her work ethic, always had a smile on her face. In her career, Lauren scored 27 goals and added 13 assists. She is a Mercer 33 recipient, a second-team All-CVC Coaches Selection, a second-team All-Trentonian Selection, an All-State recipient, and a Top 20 Central Jersey selection. Lauren will be attending NC State next year. The second Lawrence Hammett Scholarship Award goes to Jacob Abrams. Jacob was a part of the program all 4 years. He truly loved being part of the team and loves the game of soccer. A senior midfielder, Coach Molinelli said that Jacob was vital to the team's success and would always give the maximum effort every time he was on the field, whether it was for a game or a training session, while providing great leadership to the team. Jacob is also a very good student and will be attending the College of New Jersey in the fall. The last award is the Chris Calavita Scholarship Award. Chris was another exceptional Lawrence High player who captained the 1980 state championship team. He went on to play at North Carolina, where he played 4 years for the Tar Heels and was also a captain there. Chris achieved first-team All-Mercer County and All-State recognition during his Lawrence High playing days, but like so many Lawrence soccer players, his true value was as a great teammate and leader who had a high work ethic. He was dedicated, committed, and passionate about soccer and his teammates. He loved to play. Chris passed away in 2012, but is fondly remembered by everyone he touched on and off the field. The Chris Calavita Award this year goes to Alex Rojak. Alex was also a part of the boys program this year for the past 4 years and was a senior captain. Coach Molinelli said he was a player who led by example with his hard work every day at practice and on game days, helping the team to be prepared and ready to go once the game started. Anytime Alex was in the game, he would give you the maximum effort and was an instant spark off the bench who brought a great sense of intensity and passion, which was contagious to the rest of the team. Alex is also a very good student who will be attending Dickinson College in the fall. To all 4 players, coaches know that interested players do what is convenient, but committed players do whatever it takes. Alex, Jacob, Brianna, and Lauren, you have put yourselves out there, you have learned and worked through the challenges with energy, determination, and passion. I've used this quote before, that your life begins just outside of your comfort zone. And I believe that you've all pushed yourself outside of your own personal comfort zone and have all shown the intrinsic motivation that will serve you well in the future. On behalf of the Lawrence Hammett Soccer Association, I would like to congratulate the 4 of you as well as all the athletic winners today. This past school year was indeed unique, with COVID-19 overshadowing everything in our lives. Athletes know how to adapt, always looking and finding ways to get things done and to find ways to persevere through any kind of adversity. You may have all been deprived of the usual things that seniors experience, but for years from now, you will tell a great story about this moment in time and about your wonderful careers. We wish you best and much success in your college years. Thank you.
Congratulations, Brianna. Lauren. Jacob. And Alex. The Lawrence Township Junior Baseball Softball Association Awards will be presented by League President Paul Alfieri.
Thanks, Mr. Z, and congratulations to all the Lawrence High School graduates. On behalf of the Lawrence Township Junior Baseball Softball Association, you might know us as Lawrence Little League, I am pleased to announce the recipients of this year's LTJ BSA Scholarship, Jamie Seidman and Hunter Rivera.
Congratulations, Jamie and Hunter. The next portion of our program, we will recognize the school records that were broken this past school year. Up first is our field hockey coach, Megan Errico.
It's my pleasure to honor Talia Shank with her broken record for the 2020 season. Even though it was a shortened season due to COVID, she was able to break her own record from last year with most goals in a season with 47 and career goals with 131. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Talia. Next up is our girls cross country coach, Liz Guarini.
Hi everyone, Coach G here, girls cross country coach over at the high school. I'm pleased to announce another record breaker for the cross country season back in the fall. Molly Lutoff got her first cross country record ever, running the Mercer Meadows course with a time of 21:48. Actually, that course is a little bit longer than a 5K, so it'd be around a 21:08 5K for Molly. That meet, she led our girls to a victory over Notre Dame for the second year in a row, which was impressive. But it just shows the work that she put in over the summer, not even knowing if we were going to have a season or not. So very, very proud of this record and very, very proud of Molly Lutoff. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Molly. Coach Alex Karjunas will introduce our boys cross country record that was broken.
For boys cross country, Cullen McDermott ran an 18:03 at Reed Bryan Farm course.
Congratulations, Cullen. We will now introduce our girls tennis team that were Central West Region B champions this past fall. Introducing the team is head coach Antonio Stapleton.
Our Lawrence girls tennis team made a gain this season unseen in a long time, if ever. Top-seeded Lawrence tennis team won the 2020 Girls Tennis Central West Region B State Finals against Hopewell Valley on October 31st, 2020. On the way into the postseason, the team never gave up more than one match during its run, beating Ewan 5-0 in the quarterfinals, Voorhees 4-1 in the semifinals, and Hopewell Valley 4-1 in the regional states finals. The tennis team finished with a record of 12-2. The players worked so hard and dedicated themselves to the season to make this happen by staying safe. The girls are looking forward to next year's season, and it should be even better.
Congratulations again, ladies. What a tremendous season. The Rainey Cardwell Memorial is a new scholarship this year, and I'd like to thank Coach Heather Phillips, Coach Megan Errico, and their families for presenting 2 scholarships today in memory of Mary Rainey and Joe Cardwell. Coaches?
We are both honored to be here to talk about this memorial scholarship. The Rainey Cardwell Memorial Scholarship is presented to 2 athletes in remembrance of Mary Rainey and Joe Cardwell. As the mother of Heather Phillips and the father of Megan Errico, respectively, me, they both work to instill athletics, dedication, sportsmanship, and competition in their daughters. Joe was an avid soccer and basketball player who went on to play at North Carolina Wesleyan. However, playing the sport wasn't all that mattered. It was his commitment to being a coach and a fan that mattered the most. Joe went to every high school sporting event, even if one of his daughters wasn't playing that sport. He was there to show his support and cheer on his alma mater. Like Joe, Mary was also a basketball player as well as a coach, and played tennis her whole adult life. Mary had 4 children who played multiple sports, and Mary found the time to be at every game showing her dedication and support. When Mary wasn't watching her children, she was watching college basketball, specifically Duke. She invested hours into the competition and emulated Coach K's coaching philosophy. Both Mary and Joe loved to watch any athletic event and loved to cheer on their children. They are the reason that Mrs. Phillips and Mrs. Erico both coach today.
This award goes to 2 student athletes who simply love the competition of all sports. These athletes demonstrate dedication not only to the sports they play, but to all Lawrence athletics. They truly represent a commitment to LHS athletics, and this year's recipients are Emmett Baria and Olivia Shella.
Emmett has shown dedication to LHS athletics by playing 2 sports, wrestling and lacrosse. But Emmett is more than just someone who plays sports. He attends games and shows his school spirit. He constantly asks coaches about their seasons and how it was going. He is committed to being a fan and cheering on his peers. He loves the competition and wants the school to have the bragging rights. Emmett is a fan in the classroom as well. He is a leader and works well in groups. He is caring and determined. He will excel next year as he continues his education at Rutgers University. We will definitely miss him.
We are both lucky enough to coach Olivia for the past 4 years in field hockey and lacrosse. For both sports, Olivia is a vital part of the defense, who was recognized this year for all area player in field hockey. Olivia loves to play and loves the competition. Honestly, I've never met someone so competitive. Olivia also loves being a fan. She has school spirit and will attend games dressed up in red and white, ready to cheer on her peers. She's dedicated to the Lawrence athletic community and will definitely be missed. She will be attending Rutgers University next year.
Congratulations, Emmett and Olivia, and thank you again. At this time, our boys soccer coach, Jeff Molinelli, will present the Kamal Bathala Award.
Hi, I'm Coach Molinelli, boys varsity soccer coach, and I'm honored to nominate Kamal Bathala for Outstanding Soccer Player and Team Member Award. This award is presented to a senior male soccer player in memory of Kamal Bathala, the leadership, dedication, performance, and human qualities that Kamal exemplified. These year's winners are Damian Sumajraj and Brennan Miller. I'm very honored to recognize 2 great student athletes for the Kamal Bathala Award. These 2 players embody every aspect of what the award stands for, and I'm honored to recognize Damian and Brennan for this award. Brennan Miller was a great player in our program for the last 4 years. He's a leader, hard worker, and truly set a great example for all players of our program to follow. Brennan in his senior season played center back for us and literally played every minute of every game we had this season. This shows his dedication to the team and how tough of a player he is. He also had an incredible attitude. Throughout his career, he did everything that was asked of him and more while doing a great job academically. Our defense is one of our focal points for our team, and Brennan is a main reason why. He has great speed, which allowed him to keep plays in front of him. He is great at winning tackles, and he did a great job of orchestrating the back line to make sure all the players were on the same page. I'm honored to name Brennan as the Kamal Bathala recipient. He truly deserves this award. Brennan next year will be attending the University of Maryland, and I wish him the best of luck in his future endeavors. Damian Sumajraj had a great soccer career for our program. He started varsity since his sophomore year. Through that time, he was one of the best midfielders in the county, as he was honored to an all-CVC team his senior season. Damian was our captain this past season, and I cannot thank him enough for his leadership. He was vocal with his teammates and did a great job of holding them accountable. He also led by example, as he never took a game or practice off and worked extremely hard and had a great senior year. Damian played center mid for us this past season, which is a very tough position as there's a ton of running and this position is vital for a team's success. He really did a great job for us. He was able to start our offense and helped us to develop our attack. Defensively, he did an amazing job winning 50-50 balls and really helped make sure our defense was organized. He saved his best game for last as we played Steiner in States, where he scored 2 goals and we almost pulled off a huge upset. This really shows his toughness and desire as he was able to play such a great game so late in the season. Damian's hard work paid off as he's continuing his soccer career at Mechalata University next season. I wish him the best of luck and cannot thank him enough for his dedication to the program. He was a true pleasure to coach. These are our 2 years. These are our 2 recipients for the Kamal Bathala Award. Congrats, guys.
Congratulations, Brennan and Damien. Up next is the Jody Zoll Memorial Award. Presenting this year's recipients is girls soccer coach Emily Palumbo.
Jody Zoll Memorial Award. The Jody Zoll Memorial Award is presented to 2 female student athletes who exemplify the qualities Jody admired when cheering on Lawrence teams: dedication, determination, perseverance, leadership, sportsmanship, and being a good teammate. These 2 student athletes demonstrate effort in the classroom and represent a strong commitment to LHS athletics. The first recipient is a 4-year varsity soccer and lacrosse player who always displays a positive attitude. Her unique humor and friendly personality make her an excellent teammate. She leads by example by giving 100% to every game she plays. She is always willing to do what's best for the team and truly exhibits such selflessness when she plays. In both soccer and lacrosse, her vision of the field and technical abilities help her score goals and assist her teammates. She's an incredibly kind person who always welcomed the younger players into each program, making them feel comfortable and accepted. She's a great role model who admires everyone, and she will be missed next year as she attends Rutgers University. Congratulations to Abby Crutchley. The second recipient is another 4-year varsity 2-sport athlete playing both soccer and basketball. Although faced with the difficult challenge of overcoming a knee surgery, this athlete persevered and contributed greatly to each program. Her strength and athleticism are easily recognized on both the court and the field. She possesses great school spirit and is a wonderful teammate. She encouraged her team through her spirited and animated cheers that cause everyone to smile. Her intense play often sparks her teammates to play better, and she plays with heart every time she steps out onto the field. Both programs will greatly miss her next year, and we wish her the best of luck at Drexel University. Congratulations to Kendra Dempsey.
Congratulations, Abby and Kendra. Well deserved. For the 4th consecutive year, we will present the Cardinal Coaches Award. Introducing this year's recipient is our hardworking and dedicated athletic trainer, Miss Hillary Lamb.
The Cardinal Coaches Award is voted on by the Lawrence High School coaching staff with the intent to honor the Lawrence coach who has demonstrated a sound ability to develop and improve individual and team performance throughout the year by promoting fun, fairness, participation, and respect while upholding the rules, values, and goals of the Lawrence Athletic Department. Many times when you think of a great coach, you imagine them in their element, yelling encouragement and directions from the sidelines as the clock ticks down in a close game and the Cardinals end up on the winning side. This year's coach is not that type of coach, but no less great or deserving. In fact, I've never heard him yell. Instead, his coaching comes from quiet, calm talks, but his players are listening. In all of the uncertainty of the last 15 months, this coach has been a constant. His players show up to practice and competitions each day knowing exactly what is expected. He has continually instilled in them the importance of trying their best while working hard to better themselves as individuals, students, and teammates. But most importantly, he does not exclude himself from this expectation and leads by example and quiet, calm talks. He takes pride in his role as a coach, and the results are evident among his athletes. So to the NJ.com 2019 Boys Tennis Coach of the Year, and now the 2021 recipient of the Cardinal Coaches Award, congratulations, Coach Alex Karjunas.
Congratulations, Coach Karjunas. And at this time, I'm going to ask Coach Karjunas to present the Boston Red Sox Sonny Natakis Memorial Award recipient.
The Boston Red Sox has established a scholarship in memory of Sonny Natakis to be given annually to a deserving senior student athlete who embodies all the attributes of Sonny: his academic success, courage, positive outlook, leadership, compassion, contributions to the school community, integrity, and high moral standards. At LHS, he was a captain of the soccer, hockey, and baseball teams and excelled in them. He was an honor student, student council president, a peer leader, a madrigal singer, and contributed to many clubs in the school. He continued his success at the Lawrenceville School and then went on to Boston College, where he captained the baseball team for 2 years, received the team's Leadership Award for 1997 and the Jeff Keith Athletic Leadership Award in 1998, and was named president of the Boston College Student Athlete Advisory Board. Following graduation, he worked in the Boston Red Sox front office. Upon his passing in August 8, 2000, Following a long and courageous battle with Hodgkin disease, the Boston Red Sox performed a pregame moment of silence at Fenway Park. The BC baseball team buried his team jersey behind home plate on their field and renamed their maroon and gold Fall Inter-Squad World Series the Sonny Dukakis Series, and the Friends of Sonny established a stone memorial behind the baseball backstop at LHS. Sonny always left a tremendous mark on anyone with whom he came into contact. Sonny represents not only what is the best of Lawrence community, but also of the human spirit. The Boston Red Sox proudly present a scholar check to this year's winner, Justin Knapp. I have only coached Justin for 2 years, but in this short time, Justin has demonstrated his strength of character and commitment to excellence as an individual, as a part of the team, and as a part of the greater Lawrence community by obtaining an essential role in a sport like cross country, which requires an intense commitment and typically years of dedication, in addition to working with lacrosse teams as a volunteer. Above any on the field or court success, I take most pride in my team's strength of character and the kind of people that they enter the real world being. By this metric, graduating Justin will be a tremendous loss to my teams, to the school, and to our community.
Congratulations, Justin. We have reached the final 2 awards. The Harry Conover Athlete of the Year Awards. Introducing our first Athlete of the Year are Coach Phillips and Coach Palumbo.
When I met Joelle, aka Joey, as a freshman, she was a determined athlete who was new to lacrosse. Someone told her that it would be okay if she never played before. You can just make the JV team. Well, that sparked something in Joey, and it didn't hold her back from excelling. Joey's background in sports helped her learn lacrosse quickly. She pushed herself every day and proved to the coaching staff that she deserved a spot on a varsity her freshman year. From that point on, she was a key component to our team, especially as a midfielder. Joey is one of the most exceptional lacrosse players to walk the halls of Lawrence High School. Honestly, she is one of the most exceptional athletes to walk the halls. She gives 110% in everything she does. She's the type of player every coach wants on their team. She not only expects excellence from herself, she also encourages her teammates to work just as hard. She's the first to push her teammates to do the best, but also first to cheer you on after a big play. Joey is a fierce, hardworking, determined, yet humble player who always wants what is best for the team. Unfortunately, Joey did not get to play her junior lacrosse season. If she had, I have no doubt in my mind her stats would have skyrocketed this season. But of course, she worked in the off-season between soccer games and wrestling matches and came out this season ready to go. She didn't let anything stand in her way, whether it be previous records, new schedule, or that they lost a whole season. As she would say, all gas, no brakes. Joey was voted captain along with the other 4 seniors this season. With 5 captains, all with different personalities and playing styles, they complemented each other. They all had a what is best for team mentality, and I think Joey had a great impact on that. In 2019, as a sophomore, Joey earned second team All-CBC. I know she would have earned honors her junior year, and she will definitely earn honors for this past season. Just to show you how mentally and physically tough Joey is, she won a wrestling match against Hamilton West, hopped in the golf cart with our AD, Mr. Z, and headed to the turf for a scrimmage against Robbinsville. She went straight into the game and won the draw. That is the definition of female athlete of the year. She is constantly amazing me. I know all her coaches are very proud of her. Joey will definitely be missed next year, but I'm excited to see what her future holds. She will be continuing her academic and soccer career at Montclair State University, majoring in sports psychology. Congratulations to this year's Female Athlete of the Year, Joelle D'Angelo. Now I would like to introduce the girls' soccer coach, Emily Palumbo.
Thanks, Coach Phillips. When trying to think of the best way to describe Joelle D'Angelo, I realized that I'd have to borrow a term or a proto use to describe her. She's an athlete possessed. Joey's a 3-sport varsity athlete competing in soccer, wrestling, and lacrosse. She even participated in swimming one season, and to be honest, would have probably played every sport if Mr. Z allowed it. When I thought about it more, I realized an athlete possessed is the perfect phrase to describe her dedication, competitiveness, work ethic, and passion for sports. If Joelle isn't playing in her own game, she can most likely be found at LHS supporting her peers, by cheering in the stands, where she will make her presence known with her encouraging and spirited tone from the bleachers. She possesses a deep passion for sports and competition and an incredible amount of school spirit. Joelle is different in the aspect that she absolutely loves to put in the work that will make her improve. She loves the weight room, the conditioning, the technical work, and the film sessions. She is never satisfied and is constantly working to get stronger and faster. Although she is extremely talented and athletic, Joelle is one of the hardest workers that demands excellence from herself, allowing her to become a standout in any sport she plays. Her mindset is unique, making her an uncommon and exceptional athlete. The simple truth is that Joey is one of the best all-around athletes, male or female, to come through the school. Joelle walks the walk and talks the talk. She's a 4-year varsity soccer and lacrosse player and a 3-year varsity wrestler. Her work ethic, dedication, and determination helped develop a positive culture within the program and helped the girls' soccer team to significant victories. Joelle is a perfectionist who constantly examines her weaknesses in order to improve her technical and tactical abilities. She is the backbone of our defense who plays with a fierce attitude. Her fearlessness, coupled with her athletic abilities, talent, and lightning speed, makes her a force to be reckoned with on the field. Her defensive efforts would stop many of the county's top players. Joey's position as center back in soccer epitomizes her as a teammate. Center backs are the last line before the goalie, and they are there to protect, support, and control the team. Whether it's through her intense pregame talks, her infectious energy in the huddle, or her incredibly loud cheer, Joey has the ability to get everyone ready to run through a wall for her. She's a vital component to our soccer team who, quite frankly, holds us together. Everyone is confident when Joey's on the field. She is inspirational to her teammates, shining in preseason through her elite fitness level and competitive nature, earning the respect of her teammates. They recognize the heart, dedication, and leadership she displays, voting her as captain in her junior and senior seasons. Her stellar play in soccer caused Joelle to be selected as a 2-time second-team All-CBC coaches selection, a second-team All-Trentonian selection, a Mercer 33 recipient, and an All-State recipient. After Mr. Verga finally convinced Joey to wrestle, recognizing her raw athletic skills, strength, and toughness, Joelle went on to have a 10-4 record as a wrestler, is a 2-time South Jersey regional qualifier, and was ranked 16th in the state. Although extremely disciplined, Joelle gained even more willpower and grit through her seasons as a wrestler. These accolades are a tribute to the diligence she exhibits in every sport she participates in. It has been special to see how Joey translates skills to each sport. While she is a defender in soccer, she is an attacker in lacrosse due to her speed, vision of the field, and pure athleticism. Joey is coachable and listens to the advice given to her. Anyone that has coached, played, or watched well will instantly recognize this profound passion that she possesses as it correlates in her play. She plays with such intensity that you can't help but be inspired. She's the type of player every coach wants and every team is glad to have on her side. Her selfless attitude and intense heart cannot be taught, and it's what makes her one of the most incredible soccer players I have coached. Joelle's impressive work ethic extends beyond the field and into the classroom, as she is a dedicated student actively involved in the LHS community. Joelle, while you may be an athlete possessed, we know we were lucky to have you here at LHS. We will miss your contributions on the field and mat, but we will miss your tremendous work ethic, determination, leadership, and passion for sports even more. You will be impossible to replace and you will be deeply missed by everyone, but we wish you the best success in college, where undoubtedly you will thrive. Joey is continuing her impressive athletic career at Montclair State University, where she'll be playing soccer. Congratulations to Joelle D'Angelo, this year's Female Athlete of the Year.
Hi. I would like to start off by thanking my friends, family, teammates, teachers, and coaches. Extra big thanks to the 2 people who have continued to inspire me every day, my mom and dad. They're the 2 behind the scenes making everything happen. They've disobeyed their own parenting rules just so I could get a few extra reps at the wall most nights. They're the first 2 people I look for after a game and never leave the field without making sure they get a hug first. I'd also like to say sorry for all the medical bills and trips to the hospital over the past few years. But not only have they been my backbone through my athletic career, they have provided me with lessons that last a lifetime. A phrase my mom keeps close to her heart goes, "Whatever you do, be the best at it." For me, that means being the hardest working player on the field at all times. After embodying that phrase for so many years, I've learned the importance of what it means to be an athlete. Being an athlete is more than just being good at a sport. Being an athlete means you're willing to do anything in your power to make yourself and your teammates become better. Being an athlete means you're passionate, empathetic, and relentless, even when you don't want to be. If there's one takeaway from my 4 years playing an array of sports at Lawrence, then it would be that you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. I did not expect to have as much fun as I did on a wrestling mat, but I did. And although I still don't know all the rules for girls lacrosse and don't plan on learning them, I thank my teammates for having to re-explain them consistently. Without all of you, I'd probably be in the penalty box every game. As for soccer, my love for soccer and this sport started when I was young and grew more every day as I played, especially on our home turf in high school. Soccer has become such a large part of my life. The sport has introduced me to my best friends who have been by my side through everything. Coming into my freshman year playing on the high school soccer team, I was influenced by an amazing senior class who set the tone for what Lawrence athletics meant to me. Since then, I haven't played a game where I wasn't leaving everything out on the field. They taught me to push my limits and not take no for an answer. My favorite part about being an athlete isn't the awards or the recognition. It is simply getting to do what I love. And with that came outsiders who felt the need to doubt me. What people didn't understand was that the more they doubted me, the more I was willing to work to prove them wrong. And in doing so, I fell more in love with the process of outworking everybody, because I know in my heart nobody wants to succeed as badly as I do. And I was quickly consumed by that mindset. But what changed the game for me was not the phrase, prove them wrong. Because at the end of the day, I won't be stuck on what other people think of me. I have done and worked towards every goal of mine because I wanted to. Because of my dreams, not because of some nobodies that said I couldn't. Every ounce of hard work and dedication I've committed to being the athlete I am today is not me looking for 5 seconds of glory from people who didn't believe in me in the first place. I do this for myself because I love it, and that's what makes a difference. This past year, a reporter described me as possessed for my overbearing athletic abilities, and immediately, I was flattered. The best athletes are never normal. They're often looked at sideways. They have so much faith in themselves that looks crazy to other people. I can admit that I am possessed with the dream to succeed. Tomorrow's not promised. Do the work today.
Congratulations, Joelle. Coach Alex Grajunas and Dan Brennan will now introduce our second athlete of the year.
I'm Alex Grajunas, and I'm here to present the Male Athlete of the Year award to Dylan Morris. Dylan is an integral part of 4 varsity sports here at Lawrence: the cross country, swimming, diving, and lacrosse programs. A lot of the senior athletes this year have been thrown into a new leadership role somewhat unexpectedly and at a very hard time globally. Dylan stood out on the cross country team, and his presence on the team was encouraging, whether it was through his drive, his sense of humor, or his hardworking nature. Doesn't matter if it was for a workout, a race, a quick jog before a big meet, or even for a silly, way too intense game of Frisbee after practice, Dylan definitely gave it all 100%. There are a lot of reasons why I believe Dylan should be Lawrence's Male Athlete of the Year, but the thing that is most remarkable about him to me is how adaptable he is in his training and approach depending on the season. He bounces from cross country, to swimming, to diving, to lacrosse all over the course of the year, sometimes juggling multiple ones at once. And he's not merely present on these teams, but he's a central part of all of these teams. When I think about what it takes to be successful at each of these sports, I feel it'd be impossible for someone to be a top athlete in all 4, but that is obviously not the case. Furthermore, while his receipt of this award is not based on his academic strengths, I would be remiss not to mention that he does this all while balancing an incredibly difficult academic schedule. I had also touched base with Coach Shive of the swim program at Lawrence High School, and he asked me to share the following. Through swimming, I have watched him grow to be a leader and a role model that drives and inspires others. For his senior year, he was elected captain of his team, a role he earned and brought to the next level. As a senior, with a lot of the typical end-of-year goals such as championships, tournaments, and postseasons which were taken away, he could have accepted the year as a loss. Instead, he worked harder to better himself and the team, and how the underclassmen saw his dedication and followed suit was classic lead by example. During our final week of practice going into our final meet of the year, Dylan showed his dedication to the swim team one final time. When the season was all but over, he was still assisting a freshman swimmer with a new technique, trying to pass on his legacy and help ensure the future success of the team. After his 4 years and all of his accomplishments, he still took the final few minutes of the last practice of the year to assist another swimmer. Now we'll have Coach Brennan discuss his experience with Dylan on the lacrosse team.
Thanks, Coach Grajunas. I'm really excited to present Dylan Morris with the Athlete of the Year award. Dylan is a phenomenal leader of young men. He truly shows and exemplifies what it is to demonstrate great leadership. He always has a positive attitude on the field with his teammates. He leads by example. He's one of the hardest and most dedicated individuals on the field. The amazing thing about Dylan is that he chose to become a goalie, but he could literally play anywhere on the field and be an exceptional athlete. I think it's amazing that I got to coach him for so many years. I'm really excited to see what the future holds for Dylan in college, where hopefully he continues his lacrosse career. So Dylan, congratulations on the much-deserved recognition.
I am truly honored to be the recipient of the 2020-2021 LHS Male Athlete of the Year Award, and I wish to congratulate the Female Athlete of the Year, Joelle D'Angelo. I would like to begin by thanking the many individuals who made this long journey a reality. My mom and dad are the two most influential and supportive figures in my life, especially during all the long car rides, weekend tournaments, racing from one place to the next, and countless up and down moments during games within my sports career. Scheduling conflicts have always been a part of my sports and academic career, and I'm thankful that you were there to navigate me through those many stressful moments. For those who truly know me, at times I can be a tad overly competitive about anything related to sports, and I want to thank or fault my older brother for instilling that rivalry in me. Not only did this drive me to succeed athletically, this competitiveness allowed me to excel academically by learning time management and communication skills through sports activities. I know winning isn't everything in sports because I've found myself enjoying the teams I've been a part of, my ability to mentor others as the biggest thing I'm going to take away from my 4 varsity years at LHS. Next, I want to thank all my coaches throughout my sports career. There have been many, but none more memorable than those who represent the heart and soul of LHS athletics, including its athletic director, Mr. Z, and awesome coaching staff. Coach Brennan and Coach Dingwall specifically shaped me into the man I am today, and I wouldn't be where I am without them. They first gave me a shot in the field and cage and encouraged me to pursue playing lacrosse after high school, which is now a life goal of mine. Every coach I had at LHS only wanted what was best for me, including my swim coaches, Shive, Underwood, Palumbo, Hillary, and my cross-country coaches, Krajunas and Collins, as well as the diving opportunities set up through the athletic department. My coaches always preached that sports can be mentally challenging as much or even more than physically exhausting, but with hard work ethic, strong grit, determination, and heartfelt motivation, you can push through. Always give 100%. There's no reason to play sports if you can't enjoy them without great teammates, and I couldn't have asked for better friends to experience all the highlights of each year and all the defeats that shaped us as teams and built our character. The Lawrence community was very generous and allowed me the opportunity to succeed at the highest of levels, and I'll always be eternally grateful for the Lawrence Lacrosse Club, including Coach Musey and Coach Tennant, who saw goalie potential in me long before I even saw it in myself. Furthermore, sports was woven into the fabric of my life ever since I first played catch in the backyard with my dad, mom, and brother, where from that moment on, the only thing I needed in life was to play and share my passion with others. I now have begun to coach younger kids and have tried to instill all the qualities that made me fall in love with sports into them, and I wish them all the best in their future pursuits, and I hope they someday become a Cardinal just like me. Thanks again for honoring me with this award. It means a lot to receive LHS's Male Athlete of the Year.
Congratulations, Dylan. What a pleasure it has been watching both Joelle and Dylan compete and represent LHS these last 4 years. We wish you nothing but the best of luck, and we look forward to following you at the next level. At this time, I'd like to recognize those athletic awards previously recognized prior to today. Our CVC Athletic Director Sportsmanship Award winners are Emmett Barria and Sarah Simius. The Delaware Valley chapter of the National Football Foundation and College Hall of Fame Scholar Athlete was presented to Rohan Dash. And finally, Dylan Morris was the NJSIAA Scholar Athlete for Lawrence High School. Unfortunately, we are unable to carry on the tradition today of having our coaches line up and shake hands with the senior athletes. However, we will still recognize all of the senior athletes of the class of 2021. As their names are called, enjoy the slideshow of our Lawrence Cardinal athletes competing on their respective playing fields. Many of these photos that you're about to see were taken by our school photographers, Mr. Sam Pastorella and Mr. Benny Williams, who cover many of our athletic contests. Lastly, all Lawrence senior athletes are eligible for a free alumni sweatshirt. Please stop in the athletic office at your earliest convenience to pick up one during the school day. Coach Palumbo and Coach Molinelli will have the honors of recognizing the class of 2021 senior athletes. Coaches.
Jacob Abrams,
Ange Acida,
Gabby Acevedo,
Haley Adamczyk,
Warren Amy,
Yumna Adil,
Otter Alvarado,
Ange Aguilar,
Jameer Anderson,
Sia Anad,
Brandon Ariana Rivas,
Brianna Audette,
Emmett Berea,
Ashley Belgrave,
Diesel Barnes,
Samaj Biggers,
Robert Bridges,
Gabby Caruso,
Boomsy Brown,
Lena Chahab,
Jalen Burks,
Elizabeth Cavello,
Zachary Butler,
Abby Crutchley,
Jacob Delarda,
Joelle D'Angelo,
Rohan Dash,
Kendra Dempsey,
Samaj Destinoff,
Amani Driver,
Soren Deering Nias,
Desi Deshuka,
Matthew DeMott,
Lauren Edgar,
Matthew Duncan,
Ariana Garcia,
Kareem Frost,
Atala Harris Gibbons,
Saif Gibbons Thomas,
Sean Hone,
Zubin Gu,
Angela Johnson,
Joshua Henry,
Kirsten Johnson,
Abhishek Iyer,
Liz Jones,
Trey Jones,
Anna Kraswiski,
Justin Nab,
Brandy LeBlanc,
Will Kosis,
Savitri Leonard,
Siraj Kura,
Sonia Little,
Ram Laxmanarayan,
Molly Lutoff,
Lance Lopez Jr.,
Anna Macaroni,
Vishal Madasetti,
Barrett Miller,
Brennan Miller,
Gracie Minetti,
Dylan Morris,
Kyle Nahik,
Connor Motley,
Sanaya Patterson,
Akene Wachakuru,
Maria Padova,
Ola Ogunika,
Emily Perone,
Tolu Alajad,
Katie Pickrell,
Yasir Oliver,
Brooke Roslin,
Ariane Palapyampan,
Raina Seidenfrau,
Alex Pasquale,
Jamie Seidman,
Neil Revenkar,
Akshaya Shivaprayan,
Hunter Rivera,
Maria Sarah Simius,
Riley Robinson,
Kavya Singh,
Alex Rojak,
Jamie Slutsky,
Ryan Springsteen,
Darkshiny Shurish,
Damian Sumajraj,
Amritha Zepparetti,
Aryak Tandon,
Olivia Shella,
Dylan Bond,
Madeline Weeks,
Gregory Watson,
Annie Yao,
Alex Wolinski,
Anna Zaluska,
Thomas Zajakowski, Thank you, seniors, for all your hard work throughout your career.
Go Cards!